Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is your girl D. Happy New Year! Yes, we made it! So in today's video, we're going to make our own very own hair butter. So the base of it is going to be shea butter. As you can see, I already have it in my container or a glass bowl. And we're going to eau bain-marie it. That's just boiling up some hot water and putting your product in it with the intention of not cooking it, but like how do you say it? Not cooking it but melting it. So that is what we're going to be doing, and we're going to be using a wooden spoon. The reason being that we don't want any fungus developing in our butter. That is the same reason why I'm using a glass bowl instead of a plastic bowl, because we don't want any chemicals in the cream as well. So at this point, it is really a waiting game. You just have to wait it because it is not on high heat. We're not cooking it, we're just melting it. Because once you cook shea butter, it has or it starts developing this unpleasant scent. So that is why we're not cooking it. And at this point, as you can see, it has started to come together a little bit. So we're going to just stir it. I really like stirring it. You can just leave it for it to melt on its own, but I like stirring it because it is really therapeutic for me. It takes my mind off certain things. So your girl be stirring away. And make sure you measure the amount of water that you're going to put in your pan as well, because once the water starts boiling up, it will just go all over the place so that you don't burn yourself by taking too much water. It is slowly coming together. We're almost a quarter, or like, yeah, a quarter is left with a quarter for it to be all melted up. So right now I've switched off the heat because it has already been melted, so we don't need any more heat. So once it is your heat has been turned off, we're going to add our oils. And the first step, the first one is going to be our Jamaican black castor oil. It is a very thick oil, and I really like this oil because it will boost up your hair growth like no other. So most of the time, the people who don't get any results by using Jamaican oil is because they take the one that are being added, like has other things added to them. Use the black one and you will thank me later. So next up, we have our grapeseed and avocado oil. It is a very light oil, but it has the same efficiency as some of these thicker oils, so I really like using it. Next up, we have our Nanucare hair mix oils. It has a bunch of oils in them. So you have your rosemary leaves, coconut oil, amla oil, like name it. Every other oil on this planet is in this mix. So, and then next up we have some oil that I bought when I went to Morocco 2 years ago. That is supposed to be a hair growth oil, but I'm not really seeing that. But I just like it because it has all these natural stuff in them. So that is the only reason I like using it. So now we're going to take it off the heat, and whoo, I nearly burned myself doing this. But yeah, next time I'll have to make sure that I get a bigger pan. So now that it has been taken off the fire, we're just going to add a pinch of salt, and this is something I personally like doing because the salt will exfoliate the scalp and make sure that it takes out like any unwanted things or any chemicals out of the butter, so that it doesn't develop. Because mind you, we're not going to use it just once, we're going to use it for a long period of time, and we don't want any fungal developing or any fungus developing in the cream. And it will exfoliate your scalp so that you do not have a product buildup, or even if you have product buildup, that your scalp doesn't start itching like crazy. So I really like doing this part. It is my preference, so if you don't like doing it, you just can you can just leave it out. So now it has been cooled off. I didn't even bother putting it in the fridge because it's really cold outside. I just placed it at the window post, and this is the result I got. So we're now just going to use the mixer to mix it up, and you don't have to really put it on the high setting, just use the medium or the normal setting, and you're going to get a better result, because we want it to be like this light, fluffy, creamy. Yeah, we do not want it to be like really hardened. So So as you can see, it is really coming together. It has this mayonnaise paste, creamy stuff going on. And once you've done this and it is finished, you can put it into a container of your choice, and then yeah, you just start using it. What is it is it's going to harden a little bit because we're in the winter time. That is normal. But once you moisturize it into your palm, you're going to get that creaminess back. And yeah, so I've put mine in a container, and as you can see, it is really fluffy and really soft. So I really like doing this. I really like doing my own butters, so I hope you would try it. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I'll see you guys. Bye.